What's going on, everybody? Team G Sale back with another pickup video. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It is very late on a Sunday. I had just an insane week of pickups. Some holy grail items came in this week, and I'm thrilled to be finally getting this video put together. So stay tuned for a pretty exciting episode in terms of pickups. So wearing some Jets gear today. It is the evening before the trade deadline. The Jets still haven't made any moves yet, but they're on a good roll right now. So as a fan, I kind of watching my phone to see if any moves get made as the trade deadline's tomorrow. So once again, if you haven't already subscribed, everyone, please hit that subscribe button. I've passed 350, working my way towards 400 so I can do my 400 subscriber pickup video, or giveaway video, I should say. Smash that like button, comment below with anything you have questions about in this video. And don't forget, please share this video. One way to get the word out there about what I've been doing here is just to share with other people who have interests in video games or collectibles. And if you have a channel that you're starting up, let me know and I'll subscribe and take a look at what you have to produce. So without further ado, let's jump into non-video game pickups. All right, guys, not as many this week as in weeks past. Start with CDs this week. I found this at Value Village. Their CDs are $2. It just looked weird. It's a Dragon Ball Z music collection. It's all in Japanese. I can't find much information about this CD, but whatever. It was $2. It's Dragon Ball. A lot of people like Dragon Ball, and hopefully I can resell it. One VHS this week. Got this at Value Village. It was their VHSs are $2, and this was the Spawn widescreen collector's edition. This one's a little more uncommon. I actually own the original Spawn movie, but this one I've never seen before, and it does hold a little bit of value, so I grabbed it. There you go. Okay, books this week. There are a few, but not as many as I've had in weeks past. Found this at a garage sale for $0.25. It's the WWF Stone Cold Truth. I can usually sell wrestling books. I have a lot of friends of mine who collect wrestling stuff, so I'll probably just trade or sell this one. Yes, and I did go to two garage sales this week. Okay, so these were all books that Neil picked up for me at Value Village, $1.29 each. He got me Garfield, the Unbridged, Uncensored, and Unbelievable, but unfortunately I had this already, so I'm just going to resell this. I have another person I know who collects Garfield, and hopefully she needs it. He found this book. This is Alf Speaks Out. This is cool. This is very much in the style of the Garfield comics, but it's Alf, and I don't own this, so I'm going to add that to the collection. And he got me two of these sort of colored Family Circus books, but they're also kind of in that same Garfield style. So here's Family Circus's Colorful Life. As some of you guys know, I do like Family Circus stuff, and the Family Circus is very keen. So yeah, add those to the collection, except for that Garfield one. Neil and I found this one at Value Village today. It was $1.29. This is the Mighty Ducks Fill in the Blank, based off of the animated Mighty Ducks cartoon. Wasn't a huge fan as this. I was a massive fan of the show, but for $1, I'll grab it. Okay, Neil and I went to the flea market today, and we went to a vendor who had some books. These ones were $1 each, so I got Alf and the Summer Camp Adventures. The price is right there. You can see maybe $1 on there. Oh, I'm out of focus there. Whatever. Alf and the Summer Camp Adventure. I have a couple Alf books, so just add this one to the collection. And two Berenstain Bears books. They were $2 a piece. The Berenstain Bears Learn About Strangers. Again, this is becoming kind of redundant now, but I am collecting Berenstain Bears books. My son and I are looking to get all of them. And Berenstain Bears in the Dark. Those are $2 each. A little more than I like to pay, but again, not a huge price. And they also had this book. I had actually bought one off of them a while ago for $5. I went back and got this one, so there's the price there, $5. And this is a large hardcovered vintage Snoopy book called the Snoopy Festival. Not a huge value on this in terms of eBay prices, but I'm glad to add it to my collection. I was at my parents' last week, and they said we were cleaning out our closet, and we found this book. Do you want it? I said, sure. So this is a Bret the Hitman Hart book. Again, I'm just going to sell this to one of my wrestling friends, just like the Stone Cold book. I actually remember reading this as a kid. So there we go. Free. Okay, these were pickups from Neil. Neil picked up a lot of books for me this week. All Value Village, all are $1.29. Dennis the Menace, short and snappy. I've been slowly adding these Dennis the Menace readers to my collection. So yeah, just another one there. He found one Peanuts book I need, Let's Face It, Charlie Brown. I'm getting close to owning all of these, but there's still a few I need out there. And then some Family Circus ones. Family Circus, Wanna Be Smiled At. And Family Circus, Pick Up What Things. Also, by the way, guys, remember, I do have timestamps now, so if you are not interested in books, just skip ahead. And Family Circus, Count Your Blessings, again, very much in that Garfield style. I never actually see these. I was kind of surprised Neil did. And then he grabbed me this large one. This is a Family Circus album, a 25th anniversary. This is a big one, actually. Yeah, so $1.29. These were all considered comic books, and as such, they're $1.29. Okay, Neil was very active for me with books this week. He grabbed me all of these for $1.29. Garfield Takes the Cake. I have this, but this is a larger version of it. I'm not really sure what's different about this, but again, the price was $1, so I'll grab it. And he accidentally bought me a bunch I already have. There was actually only one, there was two, maybe three I needed in here. Garfield Hits the Big Time. So again, Neil got this, $1.29, $1.29 at Value Village. This one I needed here, it's Garfield Hangs Out, $1.29 at Value Village. I'm also very close to owning all of the Garfield books too. And then Garfield Rounds Out. So those are theirs. Thanks, Neil, for that. He got me a couple other ones, but I already own them. So I'm just going to trade them to that. Hopefully that other person needs them. Okay, almost done here. Got these at, they were $1 each at Super Thrift. So I got the Berenstein Bears and the School Scandal Sheet. This is one of the novels meant for sort of older readers, so maybe my son will read that when he's older. This was actually really cool. My son really likes this movie, Little Giants. I don't know if you guys, comment below if you watched this movie, but this was a great movie with, is it Ed O'Neill? Yeah, Ed O'Neill and Rick Moranis.
Excuse me. Maybe you can help me. See, I'm trying to remember what I had for lunch.
How can we do that?
By taking a whiff of this.
Yeah, great movie. And then Michelle Full House, My Fourth Grade Mess. I've been collecting these, just looking to resell them. And this one here was so cool. This was, again, Value Village, $1.29, the Goonies storybook. I just love the Goonies, one of my favorite movies as a kid. So I'll just add this to the collection. And this one, actually, I bought this one weeks ago and it fell between my shelf. You might notice my video here, I have some like board games on the other side here. I moved some shelving around, so now you're going to see board games there, and I found this underneath there. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy graphic novel. It was $1.29 at Value Village. I'm going to bring this to my school probably, or see if my kids want it. But otherwise, that's it for books. I have a couple last little things here. This was at Super Thrift. It was in a toy bag for $1, and it's a McDonald's fry toy. I have a couple of these, like a nugget one and a milk one, so I just grabbed it. And this was at Dollarama. I don't think the price is actually on it though, but it was I was at Dollarama, and there was an Arya Stark Game of Thrones Pop Funko vinyl for $4, so I grabbed it. I love the Game of Thrones, so I thought even if it's not worth anything, which it really isn't, I'll just put it on my shelf. It's kind of cool. Found this today actually at Value Village when I was there for $2.99. Right there. And this is a Zelda collector's puzzle. This is actually different than the ones I've owned before. This one seems to be a little less common than there's one that just has a map of Hyrule. And I counted it, it's a 100% complete, so I'll just trade or sell that. And one more thing, I guess, no, that would be video games. All right, I think we are officially done. So that's it for non-video game pickups. And just quickly, we're gonna jump right into video game pickups because there is quite a bit this week. All right, I found this weeks ago, but for whatever reason, it's just been in the trunk of my car. The price is on the back right there. It is $3.99 at Value Village. I don't normally buy these Guitar Hero guitars, but this is one of the more uncommon ones. I think it's the Les Paul one for the Wii. It's got some value, so I'm gonna probably resell this. So there's that. To start off non-video game pickups. This is a weird turn of events this week for these things. I would happen to be at Value Village Polo Park, and they had not one, but two Wii power adapters for $3.99 each. So I grabbed two of the Wii power adapters. You never know when you might need these. Sometimes I find Wii consoles without them, and for $4 each, that's a good price. At the same Value Village for $2.99, hanging on their cord rack, right there, I got a PSP charger. Again, you never know when you might need these, so $3, good price. And later that week at the Garden City Value Village for $4.99, I found another Wii power adapter, so there's 3 in a week. But again, these things do sell, and I always find Wiis without them, so now I have some extra power supplies. Okay, geez, I don't even know where to begin here this week. Okay, I made a trade with John over at Thirsty's Flea Market. I gave him that Legion book that I showed in my last one, and he gave me a few games I needed for my collection. Here's Pepper 2 for the ColecoVision. As some of you know, I am collecting Coleco right now, so I knocked that off my list. This is a game called Hopper for the TI-99. I do have a small TI-99 collection. Now, John also traded me an Atari 2600 game, but I made a stupid mistake today, and I'll tell you about that in a bit, about what happened to that game, and it's partially because of my disorganization. This guy here was at, there it is there, $2 at Bibles for Mission thrift store. And this is Madden 2002 for the PS1. I mean, yes, it's a sports title, but for $2 complete, I'll just add it to my small PS1 collection. Also there as well, for $2, there it is, at Bibles for Missions thrift store, I got a copy of SOCOM US Navy SEALs. I'll just throw this in my PS2 collection. Again, for $2, why not? It's cheap. Oh, okay, so these games have a story behind them. I was on Marketplace, and someone posted an ad that said free, and I was reading it, and the ad basically said, I'm getting rid of these games. I'll post a picture here for you to see. First come can have them. Well, it would look like Xbox 360 and PS2 stuff, but at the end of the picture was Wind Waker for the GameCube. So I messaged the guy, I said, hey, I'll give you $5 if you hold it for me. He said, yeah, no problem. I went the next day to pick it up. No Wind Waker. He said, oh, that one I sold separately. Makes sense. I would too. But for $5, these are still a good deal here. I got a loose copy of Minecraft for the 360. I mean, I could probably get 5 for this alone. So I'll probably just resell this for $5 because I already have it. Okay, so I got basically a loose disc copy of Naruto. Because these come in these sort of like EB Games, just disc-only cases. But again, I got the whole lot for $5. Another one of those. This one's Bully Scholarship Edition. The discs are all pretty mint on these. But again, it's just a loose disc because this is just a rental case. Might sell these for $1 or $2 each, just see if I can get that. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Not the gold edition, but I actually don't have this one. This one did have the case, so yep, add that one to the collection. Here's another loose disc one. It's Afro Samurai. It's got the manual, but no actual cover, so it's just disc and manual. It's worked out to like 70 cents a game, so I can't complain. Madden 25. Don't have this one, so I'll just add it to my 360 collection, which is almost done in terms of not completing it, but getting all the games I want. Fight Night Champion. Again, I don't have this one, so I'll just add this to the collection. And he had 2 PS2 games. Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. I don't have this one, so I'll just add it to my small PS2 collection. And I have this one already, but Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I'll just resell this for a couple bucks, and yeah. Didn't get Wind Waker, but it was worth the risk. I got, still got a decent little amount of games there for that. Okay, I'm not even sure where to start here today. I guess we'll start with these. So I went to we actually had a convention here. It was a comic book convention that they normally do at Luxton School. And they usually have video game vendors and toy vendors. I'll show some video here for you to see kind of what it looked like. There was almost nothing. There was only one vendor selling video games. His prices were really good, but otherwise it was just comics and stuff. So Neil and I spent maybe 20 minutes there. But I did find some games there, and this guy had some Genesis games, and he had them all priced here at the back. I'll show you $10. But he goes right away, he goes, but I'm negotiable. So I showed him these 3 games. He goes, I can do 5 a game. So I thought for 5 a game, it's worth it. I got a game called Brutal Paws of Fury. $5 for the Genesis. Just add this to my very, very small Genesis collection. I got NBA Jam Tournament Edition for $5. I have this now for like 4 different consoles. And lastly, Beauty and the Beast Belle's Quest. $5 each, not a terrible price for some common loose Genesis games, so yeah. And he also had this guy there for $2. There's the price right there on it. And this is NCAA Football 10 for the 360. Again, whatever, it was $2. I'll just add it to my 360 collection. All right, one of the garage sales that I went to this weekend had this game for $5. And there's the sticker on it. And this is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for the PS2, complete in the case. I'll add it to my collection because it was the last Metal Gear I needed for the PS2. They also had a PS1 jam pack. She said I could have it. She's like, yeah, just take it. I asked what the price was. She goes, yeah, I don't care, just take it. So whatever, it was free. That was it. Didn't really have a lot of luck garage selling this week. Okay, this was definitely, yeah, I'll go with this one first. This was on Kijiji. The guy was asking 50. I talked him down to 30. There's a reason why I talked him down to 30. But this is a Frogger, it's a Sega Frogger tabletop arcade. These were very, very popular in the 80s. See if you can see it there. It's Frogger. I actually have one, but I have one of the re-released ones. Now I have the original. It works, but here's the problem. The battery pack is missing, and he just like taped the junk out of it. So I'm going to try to get this tape off and clean it up so it at least looks in decent condition. But, you know, $30 isn't a terrible deal for these. They do tend to command a little bit more value online. So I added that to the collection. This was one of those rare moments where things kind of worked out. So I was on Kijiji quite late last night, and this ad came up with 4 Genesis games: Mortal Kombat complete in the box, X-Men complete in the box, and then a loose Sonic 2, and then this game for loose. This game was worth more than all of them, but he had it for $15. So I messaged him and I said, hey, I can't pick it up till tomorrow. Would you hold it for me? And he said, yeah, I could totally do that. I said, do you want an e-transfer? He said, no, that's cool. I'll take cash. So he sends me his address. I am 100% expecting that someone else was going to offer him double or triple or quadruple, and I would lose it. But he held out. And it was funny because when I picked up Neil today, Neil's like, yeah, I actually offered him double what you did. And he said that he was already selling it. So weird story of a guy who actually held to his guns. This is not a cheap game. I actually want to play it because I've never played it myself, but I've seen gameplay footage of it. I watched the AVGN video on it, and this is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for the Sega Genesis. The price, and this cart is mint. Price on this game is a little up there, and I'm quite happy to get it for $15. What a steal. I'll even post the ad here for you to see it. But yeah, I'm happy the guy was not expecting to get it. I fully went to bed thinking, yeah, he was going to sell it to somebody else, but he didn't, so that was awesome. This was at John's booth at the flea market today. Neil and I had a whole bunch of profit, and you'll see why right away. John had this priced at 20. I asked if he'd take 15. It's oddly expensive on price charting. So here is Sonic Blast for the Sega Game Gear. So I got it for 15. It's worth quite a bit more than that. So, but again, as usual, I'll post all the prices here for you to see. Okay, the rest of this stuff here is all part of the same thing. I'm going to post a picture for you to see here. Last week, I saw this lot come up for sale on Kijiji. To all my American friends, Kijiji is the Craigslist of Canada, I always call it. The guy wanted $50 for an Atari 2600 and over 30 games. And now I'm looking at the games. He had them all, like, as you can see in the picture, they're hard to see, but I saw this one at the back and you could only see the top quarter of it. And I knew right away what it was. It was a very, very, very rare Atari 2600 game. So I messaged Neil. I said, I can't get it. I'm not in the city. Would you be able to go pick it up for me? And you and I could split the profits because there was really not a lot I needed in this lot. So he said, sure. So for $50, Neil and I got the Atari, and you're going to see it in the picture here. The reason I'm not going to show all of you is because Neil and I have already sold everything. I'm actually, the only thing is this one game that I haven't shipped yet. So the games that I actually kept from that lot was Frogger, because I don't have this one, surprisingly, for my Atari collection. So I added Frogger to my collection. The Smurfs, I have it, but I have someone I know who wants to trade for it, so I'm keeping it for them. Otherwise, I would have got rid of that one. He had a ColecoVision game called Turbo, which I already have. I didn't include it in the sale because it's not an Atari game. And here's one of the more expensive games, Demolition Herbie. I don't own this, so I'm going to add this one to my collection. And the big one cue the Zelda music. This is Spider Maze by K-Tel. It was a game manufactured by the company K-Tel, which had a manufacturing plant here in Winnipeg. I've seen these before. They are extremely uncommon. I knew right away it was worth whatever we were going to have to pay for it. It's a terrible game. I turned it on and tried it, and it has the weirdest cover. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like, you'd think it'd be 4 games, but it's not. It's like a cheap Donkey Kong clone, kind of. It's terrible. But yeah, so I'll post the PayPal receipt because I didn't actually do it through eBay. I did it through a sale on Atari Age. But Neil and I got $320 for this game. So that was awesome. And then I ended up posting the Atari with the remainder of the games here in Winnipeg, and we ended up getting $180. So we split everything right down the middle. And I took an extra 10 because I had to give up one of my Atari power adapters because the Atari never came with a power adapter. So the only thing I kept from the Atari was one joystick because it came with 3 and I needed a decent one. So I kept one joystick. It also had, in kind of ripped condition, but it had part of the Atari instruction manual. So I kept that because I don't own that either. But otherwise, the rest of it went away. So again, I'll post pictures from eBay and everything for you to see here. Not eBay, sorry, from our sales. And that was it. So it was a great week overall in terms of profits, and I still haven't spent some of those profits, so we'll see what we end up doing with them. But as usual, guys, I will post in the corner here the total I spent. I use eBay for non-video games and video game price charting for video games, and the total, that rough value of what the estimated retail would be on these items, and it's quite high this week because of a few of those grail items in there that I would definitely consider hard to find and uncommon. That K-Tel one is really hard to find. It's kind of a Canadian exclusive, so of course I wasn't shocked to find out that an American wanted to buy it off of me. But otherwise, guys, that is it for this week. Once again, please hit the subscribe button if you already haven't. Smash the like button to show some support. Share this video so that other people who may be interested in video games takes a look at it. And otherwise, guys, stay safe out there, and we will talk to you next week. Have an awesome week. Bye now.